So yeah, like who do that? Cool. She just started, I don't know. So within the conversation, she don't like the fact that I'm telling her, we'll talk about this another time when you know how to talk to people, particularly me, because you're not finna talk to me like you birthed me. Especially when I don't even talk to the one who did. So so I politely sit down and just go on my zone because I tell her politely, we could follow this up another time. So she just starts talking to herself and starts going, you don't even clean up and you don't even do that. I'm sitting looking like, you are not the one to be talking about nobody cleaning up. I know you lying. I'm just like, whatever, girl, go and do what you need to do. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, you're looking like you're finna have a mental episode. But you grown though. You know how to take care of yourself, which my mother knows she should not be she should not be handling things like this because she can no longer function like a normal individual. Unfortunately, as an older sister, that's sad to see your sister health decline that way. But trust and believe my mother knows, doesn't care. So she out here in the world doing nilly-willy, you know what I'm saying? So here I am, big sis, trying not to make her feel bad for that or like she's not capable, but at the same time, knowing that these stresses are adding, so let me help. You know what I'm saying? Because you being triggered is starting to trigger me and everything around me. So I'm just trying to find a way to de-escalate and take the problem out, even if that means me doing a little extra work to do it. It's all out of love. So she decides to have a moment where she just starts yelling. And I'm like, you got neighbors, girl. What's wrong with you? She starts spazzing. I'm the one that keep referring, but you don't care. You trying to lowball me. And I'm like, are you delusional? Lowball you? What is you talking about? Lowball you? How? What? You lying. That's an insult slap in my face. Especially, and I'm like, I told you, you should sit down and we should talk so I can help you. You don't want to do that. She's like, oh well, but you see the notices and you could at least, no, it don't work like that, baby. You a grown woman, open your mouth. I'm paying the portion that I told you I would. And I also gave you an outside conversation after our agreement later on down the line, which a person shouldn't have to do. I could have just been like, oh well, but I did not. That's you who don't want to be an adult and take authority and do so, let alone get to work on time. Out, let alone take in extra shifts or stay later when you know you need it and you ain't got a choice. So, so she's spazzing. She spazzes to the point where because I'm not entertaining her, it's because of you. You're my last straw. You're my last straw. If I drive off a cliff, take my keys, and what would you do if I can't? What am I saying? If I bleep myself today, no. And I'm like, suicide is nothing to play with, sweetheart. That's a real thing. A lot of people have been through those things. So she decides to grab her keys, go outside running, slams the door, and drives. At this point, I'm just so numb because I'm sick of it. Like, sick of her blowing up on me, all these things. We all have our own situations where we're dealing with. It's how you deal with it. But you're not finna victimize yourself. And you're not finna play certain cards to get sympathy. Because I told you could sit down and talk. But you don't want to do that. You want to be irate. You want to spaz. Then you are the results of your consequences, just like the results of the reason why everything in your life is not paid for, X, Y, and Z. And that would say the same for me. I didn't have a job. Boom. Okay, that's my whatever. I'm going to keep going. But still, you will not try to spin those psychological warfare to now get the conversation to go in your favor. So she comes back in. You didn't even care. You're so selfish. All you think about is yourself. You didn't even care to see where I was or if I actually did it. And I'm looking at her like, okay, but I got my stepsister on the phone because I'm telling her what's going on because I already see where it could possibly go. When you're dealing with a mentally not together person, it could go left or right, whether or not you react to it or not. But if anything gets physical, I need to make sure someone is knowledgeable of what's occurring. So she's like, are you serious? I said, yeah, you hear that? She was like, wow, just stay calm. I said, I'm calm. It's just overwhelming because it's like, I didn't come in for this. And I'm not doing anything for this. Like, no. So she decides to go in her room, and do whatever, la la la, you know. Oh no, she's like, you can get out, leave, find an apartment to go to. I mean, a place to go to, a hotel for the night. I'm sitting there looking like, no, I paid to be here this month.